Hello friends, welcome to the session on key changes in income from other sources for the assessment year 21-22. The first change and the remarkable change is in the taxability of dividend income in the hands of recipient. During assessment year 2021, dividend received from domestic company was exempt in the hands of shareholders. It was tax-free in the hands of shareholders because the company which paid dividend had to pay dividend distribution tax also. However, if an individual received a dividend in excess of 10 lakhs, then he was liable to be taxed at the rate of 10% on such excess dividend received over 10 lakhs. This was for the assessment year 2021. It was directly taxed at the rate of 10%, irrespective of the slab rate applicable to the SSC. Now let us see what is the position of dividend income in the assessment year rather, assessment year 21-22. Well, in the assessment year 21-22, dividend distribution tax has been abolished and has shifted the tax liability on entire dividend income in the hands of shareholder. Now, any dividend income received by the shareholder shall be taxed at the normal rate. Let me repeat, at the normal tax rate applicable to the recipient or the SSC. Moving on to the next change, let's look into the next change, that is in deduction under section 57. From assessment year 21-22, provisions of section 57 have been amended to provide that no deduction shall be allowed from the dividend income or income in respect of units of mutual fund or specified company other than deduction on account of interest expense. Let me repeat, interest expense is allowed as a deduction. It is the only expenditure which is allowed as a deduction, and it shall not exceed, it shall be restricted to 20% of the dividend income. Let me repeat, friends, only the expenditure which is allowed to be deducted on the dividend income would be interest expenses, and it shall not exceed 20% of the dividend income. Moving on to the next change, that is if any purchase of immovable property for a consideration which is lower than the stamp duty value, then the difference between the stamp duty value and the actual consideration will be taxed in the hands of the purchaser. Let me repeat, friends, it will be taxed in the hands of the purchaser. However, it is subject to the satisfaction of two conditions, that is, the stamp duty value exceeds 110% of the consideration, and difference between the stamp duty value and the consideration is more than rupees 50,000. If these two conditions are satisfied, then the difference between the stamp duty and sale consideration will be taxed in the hands of purchaser. Thank you, friends. I kindly request you to subscribe, like, share, and please don't forget to press the bell button. Thank you.